Okay, guys, so the last thing I want to cover with you is your scoring guide and go over the scoring guide for the PechaKucha presentation, just so you know how you're going to be scored and what's expected of you. So the first thing is the structure, that you do follow the PechaKucha method for delivery, that your slides transition automatically every 15 to 20 seconds. You have that set up so no one should have to click through the presentation for you. You do introduce the audience to the characters, the setting, and the plot of the book. You do read two passages from the book, so all those basic requirements, you do meet them. If you choose not to use the PechaKucha method, it's an automatic 50%. So I do expect you to use that method, but if you deliver a presentation without that method, it's an automatic 50%. The second thing are just your ethical, your emotional appeals, the rhetorical appeals, so pathos, logos, ethos. Make sure those things are used effectively. How are you going to relate to your audience, both emotionally and logically, and how are you going to establish your credibility or the author's credibility or the book's credibility? You use at least two rhetorical devices, and you use them in a way that makes this genuine and it's effective. It makes sense. So you're not just using a rhetorical device just to use a rhetorical device. You're actually using something because it makes sense, and it fits in with the context of your presentation. The next category is delivery, so how well you deliver the information. So just you have a confident stance, excellent eye contact, you're enthusiastic where appropriate, and if you would like to use notes, that's totally fine. You don't have to. I do not want you to read from a script, but if you'd like to have an outline up there with you just to help you follow along with something, that's totally fine. It's up to you. Your speech is fluid. Use a clear voice. Distractions, distracting actions are kept to a minimum. So yeah, speak clearly. Speak slowly, so on and so forth. You hold our attention and you make a professional presentation. I'm okay with you having fun and being really enthusiastic, but it needs to be professional. It needs to be able to hold our attention. You are sincere, and again, you are enthusiastic, so you act like you're up there and you care about what you're doing. You're passionate about what you're doing. And each speaker exhibits confidence and appearance. So when you get up there, I know you're going to be nervous, but you try not to show it. Right, you try to demonstrate as much confidence as you possibly can. Okay, the quality of the visual. So the visual is easy to see from the audience's perspective. So there's lots of images, right, and there's not a lot of text. So we don't want to rely on the visual to carry the information. We want you to do it. So if your visual just has images and things like that to accompany what you're saying, would be perfect. Okay. And last but not least, there is an opportunity for you to lose points elsewhere if you're over or under time. I think it says in the original handout, I said 3 to 5 minutes. We're going to change that to 2 to 4 minutes. My PechaKucha ran about 3 minutes and 40 seconds, I think. So anywhere between 2 and 4 minutes is fine. And then you'll get 5 seconds taken off if you're over or under that time. And then you can also lose points by just being a bad audience member. So when you're listening to people deliver their presentations, just be respectful and courteous, and be a good audience member, and you should be fine. Okay. So at this point, you should have seen my PechaKucha. You should have seen frequently asked questions on the presentations, and you should have seen this scoring guide. If you have any questions, again, email me or hold off until Friday. But I do want you to get good work done on this presentation today. If you can come to class with your PechaKucha completely finished, the presentation part is completely finished, it'd be great because then you can use the class time on Friday to practice it and rehearse it and make any adjustments, so it'll kind of keep it to a minimum about what you have to do over the weekend. So that should be your goal. Try to get the presentation part done in these 2 hours that you have. When you come in on Friday, you can actually work to start rehearsing it and making sure the timing is right and everything sounds good. So that's it. I think that's it. So you've watched those 3 videos. Keep your questions in mind, and I will see you guys on Friday. All right, bye.